Hi, I'm Owen from Square Balloon. Today we're going to talk about Meta business ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads, whatever you want to call them. And the reason I want to talk about it is because someone said to me the other day, well, it's easy to use Facebook ads. And I said, oh, is it? I think it's kind of tricky and there's a lot to it. And he said, no, that's pretty obvious. I want to have cost per conversion. I want to improve my conversion, so I click on cost per conversion, and then that's sorted. Or if I click on cost per click, I get more to my website. They fill in the form, and that's sorted. And I said, well, it's not always as easy as that. And they said, why not? And so I'm going to show you how we found ways to make that slightly cheaper, but not by doing what he said. Before I start, if you do like my content, please subscribe. If you like the video, please comment as well so I know that you've liked it and I make more similar ones. If you have any questions, please comment as well. So thanks for watching. Let's get started. So here's our Meta Business Suite, and you'll see that I've got the setup on performance and clicks, because I think clicks are important and I want to show you them. I'll point out, although it's pretty obvious, but you might say what's going on here. I'll point out that the budgets here are very low. This is not a big spending client, this is a very low spending client. And I'll also tell you that they sell tickets for events, and they sell them through a third-party website where their users are already registered most of the time. So they do not have the the Facebook Pixel installed. So we cannot do cost per conversion on this campaign. So before you start shouting at me, why aren't you trying it? You must be wrong. We can't on this case. So what we can do is cost per click, which you would think is the most obvious thing. Get them to click through to the ticketing website, and then they should buy a ticket. So let's have a look for a start. I will show you the cost per result. I'll show you actually, we did this advert, and then we did a carousel advert, and we did a video views advert. So cost per result. So result will be a click on the click adverts, and a video view adverts, it's a 2-second video view. And what you see is quite a lot of differences between the clicks, 31p, 0.8p, and the video views is 0.002. So 0.002 is exceptionally cheap. So you can see how you could get a return or something like that. And the other one's 27 pence. So you can see 27, 31 are reasonably high compared to 0.08. But I turned on performance and clicks, so we can actually see link clicks here as well, and cost per link click. Link clicks is not that important because they all had slightly different budgets, so we do the cost per click. And what you see here is that we actually have a 45p one as well, and you'll be thinking, why wasn't that before? It was not there, you saw 31 and everything else. The reason it wasn't there is because it's a video views, so the cost per result was a video view, that was the result. Just because that was a result doesn't mean we didn't get any clicks. We did get some, and it cost us 45 pence a click. So you might be thinking, well, that was rubbish. Why on earth would you do that again? And to some extent you might be right. But what we did is we followed up this video views. We said if someone has watched a couple of video views, more than 2 seconds on a video view, they haven't clicked forward, they haven't tried to skip it straight away, they've watched it. So they might be engaged. And if they are engaged, let's show those people who watch the video views a different advert and try and get them to click. And this one has got the click as the result. And what you see here is 0.05 click cost per click. So the cheapest one we've done so far. Now you'll see here is 0.08. That is pretty good, but if we could save another 0.03 on that, then our advertising budget will go a lot further, especially when the budget is so low. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is the cost per click-through rate, CTR. And the reason I want to talk to you about that is that's how many times people seen a video, an advert, sorry, which normally was a video in this case, how many times they've seen an advert and how many times they clicked as a percentage. And what you see at the top one here is 5.94%, and if you look here, 5.36%. So the reason this one is higher than the others, because you see our carousel is 0.68, which is kind of really low compared to the others, and you'll also see that the video views is 0.14%. So you might be thinking, it's still going on about those video views, and I can't see it because click-through rate is really bad. But the one that followed it has 5.36, so it actually has quite a good click-through rate. So this one up the top, you might be thinking, well, that didn't have a video, why is that so high? we significantly changed the audience we were targeting there. And not in terms of who the target audience was, just in terms of, if we've got 6 million people that we can target and our budget's £100, we ain't going to hit those 6 million people. So why would we try to? So we went more and more and more specific as we possibly could. And this brought the total that was in our audience suddenly got brought down to more like 100,000 or 200,000. And yes, it's a lot smaller, but we knew we were never going to hit that many people, so we were okay with that. If we ran out of people, that would have been a surprise. And look at our click-through rate that's happened because of that. It's gone massively higher. So you really, really do want to try and think about how can you reduce your audience. And in this case, we were targeting music events rather than just targeting the musical genre. We started targeting the actual DJs, and that helped us to get much more specific as a type of people who like these DJs will be at our events. So what I want to talk finally about is just this, go back to this video of using the traffic one. What you see is the link clicks, 2,300, way higher than any of the other link clicks. Now, of course, you have to look at the budget. It is higher than the others. But if you combine this 2,389 and 112, and then combine these two, it's about 174 quid. But if you look at this is 800 or maybe 900, 71 quid. So if you double it to 140, you're at sort of 1800. You're still 500 off of this, and you haven't got another same amount to spend. So you will find that you get slightly cheaper by doing these techniques. Now, considering this has got a new audience, if we compared that audience and then we did this video view technique, I think we would find that we get significantly better outcomes. So now on our next event, that is certainly something we'll be testing. Big shout out to Nicole for teaching me this technique, but I hope it helps some of you guys as well. As I said at the beginning, if you do like my content, please subscribe. Please do comment if you've got questions. Please do comment if you liked it as well, so I know that I should make more of these types of videos. And I hope it gets you some help, helps you to grow your business and grow your clients' businesses. Thank you for watching.